Alright, let's see how it goes this evening. I don't think anybody's on yet. Oh, got some hearts. Got some hearts in the chat. Let me just double check audio, make sure that's all good. Let's see. Make sure everything's all right. Alright, seems like everything's working as planned. Haven't dropped any frames yet, so that's good. Computer is humming away. Oh, good? Okay, good. Good. Thank you. Appreciate it. What is there to talk about tonight? I guess I didn't really think of a topic. Maybe I should have come up with something tonight. You'll have to give me some prompts or something to discuss. I'm not entirely sure what to talk about. I got the reference pictures pulled up, so we will have those at our disposal. It's on my other screen. I tried something with this decal sheet. I don't know how well it's gonna work. I don't know how well this is gonna translate to the real car, but I guess we'll find out. Let's see if any other people jump in. I did learn something about this car when I made these decals, but I can talk about it later. I don't think tonight's gonna be an overly visited stream. I don't think. We'll see how it ends up. I don't know. For some reason, I just don't think a Monday night stream is gonna be good for people, for me, for my channel anyway. But we'll see how it goes. You know, it is what it is. I definitely don't think we'll get close to double digits tonight. But again, we shall see. And I'll talk about this car if and when more people hop into the stream. I've already made one of these for my interior specialist friend on the 39 team. This one is for the driver, Mr. Ryan Sieg himself. So that's fun. I'll come up with something to discuss, but I don't really know what to talk about right now. I've kind of taken a break from NASCAR media past couple days. I haven't really paid too much attention to any news or anything that's going on. So, yeah, this car shouldn't take too long. It's mostly black with a few decals on it, not a ton going on. This was the backup car. This was the backup car that the 39 team used at Phoenix earlier this year. They got a top 5 in a backup, which is sweet. So, pretty cool story. And it's like a watered down version of the car. So yeah, I actually made this decal sheet a long time ago, and let's see actually. Yeah, that's about right. Maybe a little closer to the bottom. I made this decal sheet a while ago, and I was able to fit 2 car sets on one sheet because there are so few decals on it. So that was kind of neat. I don't really do that a ton. Not many cars afford me that ability. Most cars have a lot of decals, so I can't really fit more than one car's worth on the sheet. So yeah, this one gave me a unique opportunity and I took it. Pretty cool car. Oh, if you're looking at what car, it's this car. So you can also see that the windshield banner does not have Ryan's name on it, so that's another quirky part of this car, which I find funny. What else? I'm doing a raced version, so I'm going to be adding the tire marks and stuff. So that'll be nice. I don't understand these stream numbers. Whatever. It's not that important. We're just here to decal the car. So anyway, that's the car. Yeah, so as you can see, there's no name on the front windshield, and then on the back glass there's no name either. So we'll just pop some decals in to the water tonight and see where it takes us. I will still put my decals underneath the hood. That will happen. You guys can probably see this, but I added all the grill tape when I made these decals, so that's fun. What else? That's about it. So yeah, that's about it, everybody. Good. Does the microphone pick up my other computer that's trying to take off like an airplane? Sounds crazy. We should be able to blow through this car pretty quickly. Maybe I'll stream, because I am almost done with one of Cody's 164s, so maybe I'll just finish that car up at the end of the video, or at the end of the stream today, since this one shouldn't take all that long. It says we only have one concurrent viewer. No, now it says we have 0 concurrent viewers. Oh no. We're streaming to no one. That's alright. If people want to jump in, fine by me. We'll just be decaling this car all night. At least for the next hour. So this one is interesting because, actually, let's see if I can. Oh no, I better not do that. If I try to screen mirror or capture my other screen, my computer will explode again. We don't want to do that. 2 views, 2 likes. Too late to apologize. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna cut this out. I didn't think about it earlier, but probably should just cut this decal out. This fuel filler, fuel inlet decal. I did get the next part of the Diagostini today. That is going to be a fun part. because I don't know about you guys. I didn't know if you know this or not. All one of you out there, which if I know who it is, you probably do know this. But the car makes noise, so it makes engine sounds. And I suppose I understand it now because after, I think after today's box that arrived in the mail, we'll have all of the engine / fuel components to the car so that in theory it could run and it would make a noise. So yes sir, we'll be doing that in the next, not the next video, but the next video. I haven't even recorded the next one yet, so I'll get around to it. Probably tomorrow. I think I might record it tomorrow night. We'll see. I don't know if it's been officially announced yet, but since nobody's on stream to hear this, well, I guess somebody could go back and watch it, but it's not that big of a deal. They are leaving the Ford camp next year and going to the Bow Ties. I don't know if it's been formally announced, but there's some breaking news. Breaking news. Hearts in the chat. Yay. Ooh, we have a second viewer. Hello, second viewer. Hopefully you enjoy what it is we are doing here. And some decals to Ryan Sieg's 2025 Phoenix raced version 124 scale diecast. This is a backup car. Ooh, 3 people. Welcome, third viewer. So this car was run at Phoenix in the spring of this year, and it looks like this. It looks like that. They pushed the car into the garage and broke the front splitter on it. So then they had to go to a backup car. And they didn't have time to rewrap the whole backup car. I don't actually know if they're allowed to rewrap a whole car. So they got to run the all black with a little bit of sponsorship looking Sci-Aps Ford Mustang. And, looking great. Thanks. I knew I could count on you. Yeah, so they ran the backup car and got a top 5 in it. So it's a pretty cool story behind this vehicle. Oh no. It's not too often that this happens. I guess it's often enough that Daniel Suarez did that in Mexico, and he ended up winning the race in the backup car. And it was a similar situation. I think the primary car was like green and I think it was green and yellow and green and red or something. And then the backup car was all black with a few sponsor logos on it. So pretty similar story to the 39 team, what they had to do at Phoenix. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty neat story. So anyway, yeah. Hopefully you guys are doing well this evening. I don't really have a plan on what to talk about tonight, so we're just gonna... Emily! Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully everything's going good for you guys over there. Glad to see ya. Looking sharp. Hey, this one is, there's not a whole lot going on with this car. I don't know if you missed what I was... No. what I was just talking about, but this one is a backup car for the 39 team. So they wrecked it, pushing it into the garage, tore up the front splitter, had to go to a backup car, and this is what they get. So pretty much an all-black car. Wow, my screen is skipping a ton. Hopefully it's not skipping for you guys. Wow, that is ugly. Alright. Everyone is good having making. Whoa, an omelet dinner. You know what's funny about that? We also had breakfast for dinner tonight. Funny. We had eggs and bacon and like hash brown potatoes, and we also had, what did we have? Pancakes with chocolate chips in them. Oh, it was a great dinner. The bacon got a little smoky, and the fire alarms decided to alarm us that there was smoke in the house, which we could clearly see. But you know what? Everything went well. It was great. Breakfast for dinner, you know, it might be one of my favorite dinners, just in general. Like, it's hard to beat breakfast for dinner. Oh, that reminds me. Let's put up a poll. Good thought. Let's see. Add a poll. Start a poll. Yes or no? Do you like breakfast? All right, there's the poll. Boom. I have a feeling I know what the responses are going to be for this one. Everybody loves breakfast for dinner. 2 votes, 100% for the yes. I don't know why it's skipping. This is so annoying. I gotta come up with a better system. If it's gonna do this every time. I honestly think it's probably just my computer. Could have it every day. Yeah, but that's the problem. Like, if you have it every day, then eventually it will become boring. That's what makes it so special, is because you don't have it every day. Like, if you had it every day, then it wouldn't be as special. But I understand 100% where it's coming from. It is so good. Let's see. But yes, breakfast for dinner, 100%. Everybody. Yeah, so I updated my computer. I updated OBS. I just think it's an old computer, and it's time that I get a new one. But I haven't yet. So that's probably why we're still seeing the issues we're seeing. That would be my guess, my hypothesis. It's just an old computer. And what I'm actually doing is I'm streaming it through my phone, my old phone. So it goes through my phone to Camo, which is a separate like streaming app, and then it goes through to OBS. So I'm thinking maybe it has something to do with that, but who knows? I don't know clearly. That's not right. This needs to be down a little bit. So maybe I do need to just bite the bullet and buy myself a new laptop. I'm gonna have some real interesting. Cody Camelot 331, my boy. Hey, look it. It's funny that you jumped in, because look what I worked on yesterday. And I'm going to be working on this after I get this 39 car done. So everybody say hi to Cody. Say hi to Camelot. He's the real one. He's real driver. I'm super excited for his plans for next year. I can't wait to see what he comes up with, what he's got on the docket. So throw some hearts in the chat. Throw some, I don't even know, confetti or whatever in the chat for Cody. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, everybody tell Cody hi. Oh yeah. I only have like 36 more to go. So I'm working on it. Yeah, confetti for Cody. What up? I'll be getting them. Don't you worry. Actually, I'm thinking about... I haven't run this by anybody yet, but I'm hoping I can get them. I'm really going to try, because I'm coming down to Daytona, or I'm coming down to Florida in February. My wife's parents are going to have a place down there, so I'll be in Florida around the racetrack-ish, within decent driving distance. So if I can get all of them done by then I can personally hand deliver them to you, and hopefully not have to like worry my guts out that USPS is going to lose them. So that's kind of my tentative plan. I would like to see that play out, but I don't know if it's going to. But I'm hoping so. But anyway, it's pretty cool that Cody hopped in for a couple minutes. Or he might still be here. Whatever. It was nice of him to do that. I appreciate that. But yeah, that's kind of a plan that I have, is to hopefully get him the cars. That would be... I can get you. Alright, cool. We'll have to talk about it, because I don't exactly know. And again, I don't know what your plans are. If you're running ARCA, if you're running trucks, whatever. We'll figure that out later. But my goal is to get them done by February, so I can just bring them all to you, hand deliver them, and that way they're not going to get lost. Well, unless you lose them. But if you lose them, that's on you. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to what you have next year. I'm super excited. 2026 is going to be a banger of a year. Cody's getting a dub. It's some track. I don't know what track. Going to get some good equipment. It's going to be fun. But yeah, we'll talk about it once I get them done. They're still sitting over there to my left. I can see them. They stare me in the face every day that I work on stuff. So this 39 car that we're working on tonight, is the last one I have for anybody other than Cody's 164s. So after this one's done, I have a couple for me, but I'm going to start hitting his hard to get those ones done. So yeah, I don't know how much I'm really going to stream after tonight. I really only have 2 more cars to work on, one for myself and an Indy car. Also, I guess, for myself. But I really need to get his 164s done. I got to get them done before the comic books are done, which are probably soon. I don't know. You were on, I think you said he was on like chapter 6 out of 10 for the artwork or something. So I would assume they're going to be getting done pretty soon. So we got to at least get done, if not before, around the same time that the comic books get completed. Because that's what they're for, ultimately, is for those people. That was cool. I appreciate Cody hopping into the stream. One of these days, we'll hit double digits. We gotta get some star power in here, though. Cody, he's a star. Oh, I don't know if Cody's still here, but I got a hate comment on the last live stream. Somebody, an internet heathen, said that I was a sellout for working on your cars or something. So I thought that was kind of funny. I don't know if you're still here, but I was going to send it to you, but I figured you get those all the time. Like, you don't need to see those. So, yeah, that kind of made me chuckle a little bit. It is what it is. It's the internet. You can't make everybody happy. But I just thought that was kind of funny. The trolls have made it to my channel. I guess my channel's big enough for trolls. It's only 332 subscribers. It's not a ton, but it's modest. Yeah, it is kind of crazy. I mean, like, you got to come up with something better in your life than just to hate comment on random channels because you're somewhat adjacent to a channel that you hate or a person that you hate. Right? Yeah, they got to find a life. They got to do something productive with their lives. It's embarrassing, honestly, but yeah, I was going to comment back, but I didn't. I didn't feel like fueling the fire, so I just gave him a heart. Just gave him a heart and a thumbs up. It is what it is. But at least, you know, at least we're trying to be productive here. Do some good work for you guys, for the Sieg team. Cody, have you ever met Ryan or anybody on the Sieg team? Super nice people. Everybody I interacted with. Class act people. They were very nice. Nothing but positive things to say about them. I don't believe so. Now I'm excited to hear what you have for 2026. I know you kind of told me a while ago, like, what your options were. You were kind of in between a few things, but I can't wait to hear what the plan is for next year. Let's see, get the side skirt decal. Oh, and to nobody's surprise, I still haven't fixed my chair. It still squeaks. It's annoying, but it is what it is. I was only able to catch like bits and pieces of your stream from the other night with Ricada and Zia is her name. It was actually kind of cool that that you got your YouTube situation resolved pretty quickly. That was nice. So maybe they're turning a little bit of a corner. Wouldn't really put a whole lot of faith in them, but you don't think we can hear what on stream? Oh, the chair squeaking? Well, that's good, because it bugs the heck out of me. I haven't fixed it yet. I'll get around to it. I got a fancy chair for work, per Cody's knowledge, but yeah, this one. Oh, you know what? I messed up a little bit. So this little black square, it's been going real well. Enjoying it. Good. Yeah, I'm learning that it's, you know, for me, streaming's just, like, obviously it's your full-time job aside from racing. Like, you stepped away from GameStop and retail, and now you're streaming full-time. So your position's obviously a little different, and there's, you know, a lot of people stream for a lot of different reasons. But, like, for me personally, and I've said this tons of times before, but I would be working on these cars regardless. So if I was streaming or not, I'd be working on these cars. So I figured it would just be good to start streaming them and be able to interact with people and have some, you know, camaraderie, and especially for people like the Ryan Sieg guys, or like you, if you want to see how your cars are made instead of just like showing up at your house one day or at somebody else's house for, you know, USPS to deliver somewhere else. It's kind of cool. Do I put my To be honest, no. I think I don't really know. I guess it'd be a good study, like to go back and watch all of my streams and see how I put the decals on. Generally, I mean, the only reason I would put on specific decals is if they go underneath. Decals like this front grille and light piece, I have to put on first because it goes underneath the headlights. But like if you're asking, do I put the roof number on first versus the deck lid, or the TV panel or the doors or the hood or whatever? No, I don't think I have like a specific order. I guess the one thing that I always do is anytime I have to cut a decal, I put that on last. So whether, not for this car specifically because it's an Xfinity series car and it doesn't have roof flaps, but for this car, the hood decal that goes across will need to be cut, this big Sci-Aps. I'll have to cut that out, so I will put that one on last for this car. But no, I don't really think I don't really have a rhyme or a reason as to how I work on the cars and which decals I put on. Like these ones, I had to put this little plate first. It's a little different color. I mean, you can kind of see it in the black. Yeah, so the black is a little bit different color black than what the car's painted, because the side skirt gets riveted on, and then this piece where the exhausts are, that's a separate riveted piece. So that's kind of why I did that. And then we'll put these side skirt rivets on next because they go over top of them. And then this big piece over here will go over top of that. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. This is the first time I'm doing a car like this with the raced version markings on it with the decals. So I don't know, we'll see. If Cody does get a victory though next year, he better take a lot of pictures of that car because I'll be making the raced version diecast for him for sure, which would be awesome. Well, I'll make him some other ones too, I'm sure. We'll discuss. Oh, if he's still here, I do want to know if he ever got any information or anything back from Tim Pool. I know he said he was sending the truck to Tim. So if he's still here, hopefully I'd like to hear if Tim ever said anything. If not, that's fine. And then I think he was sending the other one to the Aeon Water people, whoever's in charge of that. So I'd be interested to see if they ever said anything also. Because I know, like, if I win, I will retire immediately. No, we can't do that. That would be pretty funny, though. Get out of the car, stand up on the roof, do Naked Snake, and then call it quits. That would be funny. But then you'd have to, like, come out of retirement and be like, nah, just kidding, I want to keep racing. But yeah, I want to know if the Aeon Water people like their car, because I sent some to Jason, and he said he gave one of them to his constant contact people, and they absolutely loved it. So, and that's kind of also why I do this, is because, for these smaller teams, maybe not specifically like Ryan Sieg Racing, because they're a pretty big Xfinity team, but they're still on the smaller side. Like the ARCA and Truck Series, some of the teams don't ever get their diecast made, and that's super annoying for the fans, but also for the teams themselves. Tona. All right, I'm excited. Hey, just remember, sometimes it might jump out underneath you coming out of 4, where the banking level's off. I know you know that. That's a little bit of a joke. I'm not poking too much fun at you. It happens. It happened to Dale Jr. Amelia, his car, in 2016. Same thing happened. So you're amongst good company. in that regard. I don't know if you watched my last video. Your car, you did. hey, I'm sorry, okay? But it happens. Yeah, I know, I thought that was the craziest thing, except he still has it in the box, and that was like one of the junky boxes that I did first time, like trying to figure that box out. So hopefully he likes the truck and puts it like right in the middle of the table. That would be cool. But yeah, I have seen that, and I thought that was super cool. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Daytona this next year. I can't wait to see what you guys can do. It's gonna be fun. Let's see here. Okay, so got too many reference pictures over here. But yeah, I thought that was pretty neat, seeing that on his show. ARCA's like the most legitimate form of NASCAR right now. They have a full season points. That's great. If the Cup Series and Xfinity and trucks could do that, that'd be great too. Man, I don't want to complain about the points on another stream. Has the new paint scheme been designed yet for this year? For the Timcast car and/or truck, whatever you're running. You don't have to tell me what series you're running, but I'm thinking you went no fade this year just to make it easy on me. Hopefully. Probably not. But we'll see. No fade would be glorious for me. Well, we're up to 8 people watching. This is fun. And we got Mr. Cody Dennison in the chat. It's underway. All right, it's underway. I can't wait to see what you guys are cooking up for next year. Because now you have a couple multiple fades. No. Well, now you have multiple sponsors. Last year you were kind of only working with Timcast as like your primary and associate, and like Timcast was kind of all over the car, but now you have Aeon Water, you have Alexander PCs. What else do you have? You got a couple other ones. So now you can really like outfit the car to accommodate like all of your sponsors, which is kind of cool. I always thought that was pretty neat. Like on Gordon's cars back in the day, you'd have DuPont was pretty much the main sponsor until probably the late 2000s, when like Nicorette and Pepsi was always there, but you had like Nicorette became more prevalent, and then you had National Guard hop on in 2009 and 2010. And then in 2011, Drive to End Hunger jumped on board. And so you would have like DuPont on most of the car. DuPont would always be on the hood. DuPont would always be on the quarter panels. But then you'd have like National Guard here or Nicorette here. We'll have a bunch of 26 every time there is some hit piece. Honestly, what is the saying? How does it go? All publicity is good publicity, or something like that. So if people are mad at you, and honestly, most of the things people are mad at you for are not even legitimate. I've watched you for quite a while now and haven't really said anything that controversial, really. But yeah, that's just kind of how it goes. In the world, all publicity is kind of good publicity because it gets your name out and then people look you up, even if it's, like you said, hit pieces. So, yeah, it'll be cool to see what kind of paint schemes you guys have cooked up next year. I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad you joined because I didn't really have much to talk about tonight. I didn't really know what I was going to talk about. So I was just going to be decaling this car in silence the whole night. Probably not. I would have come up with something, but yeah. I know you had a lot of smaller sponsors, like little guys that jumped on that were kind of in front of the rear wheel well for a little bit of the year. So, and that's kind of how it is in the lower series. Like, people can jump on for relatively cheap. I know you've talked about some of the numbers, but like, I think Brayton Laster, I think is his name, the pizza guy, he had some crazy sponsors all over his cars. And it was pretty cool, like all down his C-post and deck lid and like rear quarter panel area were just like little tiny sponsors, little tiny decals. And everybody was jumping on board. I thought that was pretty cool. When the racing community kind of comes together. All right, so that's not gonna work. That's ugly. We're gonna make an adjustment on the fly here. Peel that off. Bring that down. Cut the mobile one off the bottom. I don't know why it's so high. He does a great job. Yeah, he does. I've never met him. He seems like a real genuine guy. Alright, also, I don't know if you still talk to him, but at some point, I kind of want to make a car for Frankie Muniz too. Or a truck. Probably because he's running trucks full time. I would assume he's coming back next year, but I'm not really sure. But I missed the opportunity to meet him that one time at Michigan. I kind of wish I would have. But yeah, he seems super cool and genuine as well. And I don't know if he collects diecast. I don't know if he even would want one. But I think that'd be a cool opportunity to make one for Frankie. Because he's put a lot of work in. He's, put a lot of effort in, a lot of time. And I know it'd be kind of a small little thing, but I think it'd be kind of neat. Of course, he's run so many different paint schemes as well. Like yours is at least nice because you kind of have one consistent paint scheme that you run pretty much all year. Kind of like how Gordon used to run his one paint scheme most of the year. A few changes, a few tweaks. Yeah, I mean, that'd be cool. It wouldn't be till next year. I mean, I have sworn off taking on new projects this year, but if he's interested in one, next year we'll get Mr. Frankie Muniz a diecast truck. Tell him to pick his favorite paint scheme. You might have to help me get the graphics for it, but yeah, I think that'd be pretty neat. All right, so for this decal sheet, I am using the Goodyears that I made with the raced version markings because I don't know if you guys are able to tell, but this Goodyear had some tire rubber in it from when he, after the race, some buildup. And then also, I'm going to be adding this piece, which is just some like scratches and race version markings I pulled off the picture from the real car. So we'll put the Goodyear on first, and then we'll put those markings on second. But yeah, that'd be pretty cool. See if Frankie Muniz would want a diecast. I guess we could save it for later, but if you're going to be teammates with him again next year with Rayum Brothers, we'll talk about that later. Oh, jeez. All right. So, if you guys are wondering, this is what the real car would have looked like had they not gone to a backup car. So it's quite a bit different. Obviously, we're not done with this one, but just simply from the paint scheme itself. Unfortunately, all these cars are wrapped too. There's really not a paint scheme. I'm pretty sure they're all just painted either base black or base white, and then decals or wraps are put over top of the whole car. So yeah, and the interesting thing about the backup car was the top number was squished a little bit. It was a tiny bit smaller than the real car. So this was the Indianapolis car we did. I think it was last week. Or I think it was over the weekend, actually. But yeah. My buddy said that he might want one more car, the Phoenix car that Kyle ran this year, which he outran his brother Ryan, which is funny. But the only reason ultimately he outran him was because Ryan got destroyed by Christian Eckes, which was unfortunate. But there was a point in the race where Ryan did get passed by his brother Kyle, so that was kind of funny. In his own car, which makes it even funnier, I guess. Well, yeah, this Goodyear I basically took right from the reference pictures that I got. So that's why the tire marks or the rubber buildup is actually exact, which is nice. I gotta talk to my friend and see if he can get me, like, if he's gonna do race version pictures, getting them as straight on as possible is super helpful, because then I can just pull them right off the pictures and turn them into decals, which is awesome. That helps out a ton. Just like the driver's side 39, that's got a big donut on the door. That from some point during the race. So that was we'll put that one on here shortly, because it also is incorporated with the contingency decals. So we'll get that here on in a second, and we'll do that one next. Why did I pick that one? Oh, I'm an idiot. Whoever asked, oh yeah, you asked earlier about the order of decals. Well, I shouldn't have got that middle Sci-Aps, because when I put the taillights on, that gives me a reference for where to put the middle sponsor decal. Holy cow, we've already been live for an hour? Jeez, I thought this car would be done in an hour. What have we been doing this whole time? Screwing around? That's alright. We're having some fun. Alright, so we'll throw this on. We'll throw this in the water. We'll do that next. That'll start to give some shape to this car. This decal is straight off of the picture, so it should be kind of exact to what the real car looked like. It had a little blue in it. You can see there's a little blue from the wall. So Phoenix has blue painted walls. Yep, it went right underneath the Goodyear. Kind of into the Goodyear a little bit. I don't really do a whole lot of raced version diecast because it's hard to get the decals and the details exactly right. Being a little bit of a perfectionist, I try to shy away from that, but in this instance, it wasn't too bad. Yeah. So we'll just... Oh, that's annoying. I think it's better to try and replicate the race diversion markings with decals rather than doing it with a paintbrush. I mean, you can get them pretty darn close with a paintbrush, get them to look pretty nice, but sometimes it's just difficult. So I think trying to replicate it with the decals, probably best case scenario. I'm a little nervous about how this big decal is going to go on the back of the car, this right rear quarter panel. That one I might have to do with a paintbrush, but yeah, you can see how it's got the slightest amount of blue in it from the wall. So yeah, pretty neat. Also, it's just kind of neat that Phoenix runs the blue walls like Charlotte used to run the yellow walls when the Cup Series would race there for the All-Star weekend. And the yellow walls were just cool, like the whole track being yellow. I think Las Vegas runs yellow walls now, but there was something about the yellow walls at night. To my knowledge, I don't think Las Vegas, at least in the Cup Series, runs at night. I think that's a day race. Actually, I think the Xfinity ran there at night, maybe. But the yellow walls at night, it just looks cool. So yeah, the Cup Series used to run the All-Star race at Charlotte, and I went to a couple of them with my dad. We had some good times going to races, and yeah, it was always fun to go to Charlotte. Charlotte was a cool track. All the tracks were cool. I mean, I don't know if I have a least favorite. They were all pretty nice. All the facilities were pretty good, mostly modern, mostly up to date. I feel like Martinsville was definitely the oldest one that we've been to. That and Darlington. Darlington and Martinsville have been around for a long, long time. Daytona's been around for a long time too, but they've renovated it and upgraded it quite a few times in the past couple decades. I feel like Michigan's been updated and renovated. It's gotten a repave. Talladega's same thing. They've renovated and updated a lot at Talladega because that one's been around for a while. Michigan's been around for a while. Where else have we gone? Obviously, Indianapolis has had numerous updates to it. Repaves, refurbishments around the area and stuff. So that track was pretty nice. Charlotte's really bumpy. I'm trying to think, like, off the top of my head when the last time they repaved Charlotte was. I feel like it's been a while. Because off the top of my head, like, 06, I think, was the last time they did Talladega. Kansas smoothest. Okay. Now, Kansas has progressive banking, right? And I don't know... Have they repaved Kansas? I feel like they haven't. Because Kansas was only built in 2001. Or the first race was in 2001. But Daytona got a repave, I think, in 2011. But I heard that track's aging pretty quickly. I mean, you've been on most of them, so you would know more than me. I'm just a fan in my basement. I know Bristol was repaved in 07, and they gave it progressive banking and kind of ruined it. trying to think like other tracks. Run right against the wall at Kansas after about 10 laps of fresh. Oh yeah. Yeah, that top lane at Kansas seems to be the ticket. If you can run the Larson line, if you're brave enough. Kyle's a madman. The Larson line. Because you can drive it in kind of deep, right? And just wait on the throttle. But you carry so much speed because I know you're taking the longer way around, but I'm pretty sure it's progressively banked, so there is more banking. There is more banking at the top of the track. I think. I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm just a fan, so I could be wrong. Oh no. Full throttle in trucks. See, I heard who was talking about it. Somebody in the truck series was talking about, oh, it might have been Matt Crafton, which is ironic because Crafton really hasn't like won a lot of races and stuff. But he was saying that trucks are gutted and they need to have more horsepower and they have too much downforce and they're too easy to drive. Like, I feel like just from a fan's standpoint, there's probably some validity to that. I mean, it seems like I'm not taking anything away from Corey Heim, but it seems like his truck was just hooked up like all year. Slide off around so your tires are on. Yeah, and from what I know about the ARCA stuff is the cars are obviously like the older Cup cars. So they race a little bit better. I like watching the ARCA series. Unfortunately, it's like 6 guys that are competitive. But I think ARCA is more exciting to watch at times, most times. Not just because I know some of the drivers either, but yeah. So there's a big donut on the door. I think that translated pretty well. Looks pretty good. All right, let's clean this up. Let's do the headlights. Do this on the back. Do this on the hood. Yeah, I guess I don't really have a rhyme or reason to what I'm doing or why I'm doing it in this order. This is the one that I'm like, I'm not worried about, but I'm interested to see how it goes on the car. Oh, that's funny. So, totally off topic. I just got a text from the guy that I made the blazer for. And he said he didn't like it. And I was like, oh, great. And he said he loves it. So he was playing me a little bit. I'll make a video on that here up in the upcoming weeks. Maybe I'll do it for next week. Oh, it's always a nightmare when you send one of these cars or whatever you're working on to somebody and you're waiting for them to respond with their feedback. And when you get a text that says, I don't like it, ... that's a heart and mouth moment. So that was really cool to get that text. Oh, but anyway, that's cool. I'm excited. So, yeah, I'll make a video about that. I took videos of kind of every process of that car, sandblasting it. I don't think I took any masking it off, but taking it apart, putting it together, doing all that stuff. So, probably in the next, maybe I'll do it for my next video for the next week. We'll do that. I'll have to text my cousin, tell him. Positive enforcement is always right. I agree. That's why I try to be positive myself, just to, because like I understand like how annoying everything is and how, well, you know, like you doom scroll social media or hear things in the news and how everything's constantly so bad. Like it's a terrible state of mind to be in, just constantly. So I try to make everything as positive as I can. It's very difficult, but yeah, it's really cool to, like when I send a car to Cody or Jason or this other guy that I just sent the Blazer to get like positive responses. It's just nice. And then, yeah, like I said, I try to be as positive as I can in my videos and hopefully bring some people some joy, as, you know, little as I can. It's just videos on the internet, so it's not like the greatest stuff, but it's cool. I do what I can. Hopefully it's positive. Hopefully people come to this channel and see cool NASCAR stuff or model diecast stuff and enjoy it. Or like if, you know, when I'm going live, we're just have a good time chatting about whatever. Like the last couple streams, we were talking about Premier League and soccer for like most of the streams, and that's fun to me. So yeah, and obviously this stream, Cody's been here for most of it, probably just hanging out, watching a car get made. This isn't even your car. Like I would have expected you to join one of your car's streams, but I appreciate you being here anyway. So yeah, it's fun. Yeah, there could be a lot of negative feedback and energy and stuff, and it's not fun for anybody. But yeah, I can't believe we've already been live for over an hour. I did not think that it would be this long of a stream to get this car done. Let's see, do I have a picture of the back of it? I have to. I do. Click. There we go. My show is an hour west. I'm just showing. Sweet. I'll try and join and reciprocate the positivity. I do have to. I am going to work on your car in a little bit. As soon as I'm done with this one, I'll probably just do it on stream. So yeah, I'll be doing that. So maybe I'll end my stream and hop over. I don't even know how to raid. Not that I have a ton of people to raid anyway. So maybe one day I'll figure that out. Maybe you have to have a certain number of people watching to raid anyway. I don't know how to do that. But yeah, hopefully this is a nice chill stream to get you ready for yours. What is your topic even for tonight? Let's see. Oh wait, yeah, I saw you tweet about it. It was you're having somebody on, I think. Who did you have? Oh, you're exposing dark secrets. Ooh, I don't know if I can join that stream. I don't like dark secrets. We'll see. Plus, I gotta get going on your cars. I gotta get those ones done. People are gonna be asking. People are probably already asking, where are my 1/64 scale Cody Dennison diecast? You know what? I'm gonna be disappointed. I hope everybody appreciates them. I'll probably make a video with all of them on there or something. I really hope everybody appreciates them. We made custom boxes for them. We put a lot of work into them, and I'm still not done. Like, I still have a lot to go, but I hope everybody likes them. I don't know if you've been getting questions or anything, but I'm trying to keep it under a year because it's a lot of work. I think I told you this before, but it takes me about around a little over 2 hours per car to do. So yeah, I hope so. I put everybody's name on their boxes that in that list that you gave me, so it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to everybody getting them. All right, so we'll do this. You know what? Let's throw the driver's side jack arrow down. We'll do the front contingency decals. Speaking of decals, am I gonna get a small one on your car next year? It doesn't have to be a big one. Could just be a little tiny one. Doesn't have to be anything special. I just want to make a car at some point that has my decal on it. That'd be pretty cool. You know, we'll put this Sci-Aps in as well. I don't quite have the money to put a big decal on the hood. That's a little bit out of my range. Be positive. How far behind? I appreciate that. That'd be so cool. Do you have my updated one, or should I email it to you? It's the one in the bottom right of the screen. And like I said, it doesn't have to be a big one. It could just be a little tiny thing, you know, right down here on the C-post something. Just need a PNG. Okay, I'll look after the stream. I'll just send it to you anyway. I don't know if I sent a PNG yet. I was trying to email. Okay, will do. I was trying to do a Chevy hood. I don't know why, because I mean I liked Chevy. Gordon drove Chevy. Whoa! Who said? Hold on, time out. Back it up. Somebody in the poll said breakfast for dinner is a no. I don't know how long ago that was. I just saw it now. That's a tragedy. Who said breakfast for dinner is a no? Oh, you don't have to say, oh man, that's sad. I love breakfast for dinner. But yeah, I'll get it sent over to you at some point. I'll do it tonight. I'll do it after the stream. That way we can do it and get it done, and yeah, that'd be cool. Cause then whatever car I make you, I get to have my own decal on it. That'd be sweet. All right. A no on breakfast for dinner. That's sad. Doesn't even have to be like full breakfast. It could just be like eggs and bacon, eggs and toast. Honestly though, whoever said that, bless your heart for being honest. I respect it. I respect the no on the breakfast for dinner. I just keep getting texts about this Blazer. It's so funny. Oh no, all of my viewers have left me. 0 concurrent viewers. No. It's funny how this YouTube thing works. Oh no, it's seriously 0. RIP. Am I even still live? No, it says I'm still live. I haven't even dropped any frames this stream. Alright, that's what I'll do. I'll make that Blazer video this week. That is what I shall do. Oh, 2 viewers. We are back. We are so back. still here. I'll see 20 viewers in some of my buddies' shows. Yeah, I don't really know how they count the viewers. Like, I don't know. And then it'll go to 0, but we'll all be chatting. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Like, I don't really get too caught up in it. Like, I see it in the corner of my eye, like how many people are on, but it doesn't really, like, I'm gonna stream whether nobody watches or if 10 people watch or whatever. So my goal at some point is to hit double digits, like concurrent. It doesn't have to be like 400, just like 10, which would be fun. That's kind of my goal. But the problem is, like, I don't have a set stream schedule. Like, I just kind of go live whenever I'm working on cars, and I don't know if that's going to be Monday, if that's going to be Sunday. Like, I don't know what day it's going to be. So I think that's part of the problem too. I've been doing pretty good with my Friday upload videos. Some of them hit the algorithm, some of them don't. I don't know. I'm not really trying to chase the algorithm. I'm just posting videos. But yeah, like the streams, I mean, if 30 people join, I did accidentally do the one time I did a shorts stream by accident because my laptop and everything else died, so I had to do that. And I had like 30 people at one point, but it was because it was a short stream and they probably just put it in everybody's feed as they were scrolling through, and then it went back down to like 0. So I was like, oh, okay. Which is fine. But yeah, kind of like a medium to long-term goal would be just 10 concurrent. And it's also funny too because a lot of people I've seen like once or twice. Like obviously, Cody, you've jumped into multiple streams, and there are a few other people that have been in here, but there will be some streams where I'll get like one person and then I'll never see them again, but they are super active in the chat. So I don't really know what prompts that. I'm never really too active in most chats of live streams that I join. I mean, sometimes I'll bug you about racing stuff, but most of the time I just kind of lurk. I don't really do a whole lot in the live streams, because a lot of the chats, they just go like a million miles an hour too, and everybody's talking, and it's hard to get any conversations in because they're just moving so fast. This one's a fun one because it has a little tiny tire mark right behind the rear wheel well. Right there. And that's exactly what it looks like. It's just a little part of a donut. And this I pulled right from the picture and turned it into a decal. So it's like an exact match. So that was fun. And then the other thing that I've talked about numerous times when I make these cars is the jack cutouts versus the jack arrows. And I'm always having a dilemma of, do I want to put the arrow where the cutout is, or do I want to put the arrow where it should be on the car? And I always lean towards putting it where the cutout is, even though it's not right on the car technically, because the real cutout's back here and it's shallower. I couldn't put an arrow offset from the cutout. It would just seem weird to me. So I always do that. I don't know if it's the right move, but it's the move I choose. All right, so we're gonna hop over. We're gonna do this. This is the decal that I've feared putting on. I don't know what it's gonna look like. I have a feeling I know. I tried to make this transparent in the back, but it's got like a little black tint to it, so I'm interested to see like how transparent or how clear it will be on the car. If it's too dark, I might just take it back off after the stream and use a paintbrush on it and try and do it that way. But we'll see how it goes. Then after that, I have the hood decal, the name rails. I'm not going to use this window right now. I'll use that later. I'm not going to use those. This goes on the back glass, so we'll use that later. These numbers I'm not going to use because they were clean. The windshield glass I won't use right now. These Goodyears I'm not going to use. The driver's side contingencies I'm not going to use because I use that with the donut. And I'll put my under hood decals on later. So really, this is all we have left to put on this car. Then once I'm done with these, we'll work on Cody's number 11 car. As far as the decals that I have to go on that one, we have the A-post, or the greenhouse decals, as well as the spoiler decals, which have been a nightmare for me, but it's all right. So, yeah, we'll do that here shortly. I already kind of know. I have a feeling about these ones, but I want to do it anyway because I think it'll look good. Now that I'm looking at it, I kind of wish, well, I don't know. I tried to make this transparent, this background color. I tried to, and it doesn't really look transparent to me. It looks kind of like black tinted. I don't know if there was a better way for me to do that. I'm not really a Photoshop kind of person. It's not Photoshop. I was using Adobe, or not Adobe, Infinity. What time was Cody going live? Probably 9, right? Or maybe 10? Let's see. Moobs is live right now. Okay, Cody's going live at 10. So I'll have to hop on for a little bit. Cody always goes live so late. I gotta go to sleep. I gotta go to work in the morning. I can't be staying up all hours of the night watching my boy stream. Man, that last Diecast video is doing numbers. We're up to 68 views. That's cool. All right. Yeah, I had a feeling. All right, let's see. Let's get this down. See how it fits on the car. I tried my best. It was really hard to get this decal to work. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking it was gonna be. It's not super clear. It's not too bad though. It was a good Diagostini. I appreciate that. I thought so too. I enjoyed it. That's really not that bad. I kind of like it. It's a little bit darker than I was hoping, but it's really not too bad. One thing I did notice that's very different, well, not very different, but quite a bit different than what I had previous. I'll show you in a second. I like this simple. That's what I'm saying. I like it too. It creates a nice clean car. There's not a ton going on with it. You know what? Maybe I'll just take my black airbrush and cover like the spots with it. Maybe I could just do that. That wouldn't be too bad. Yes, I agree with you. I like the black. This one, yeah, this one turned out pretty good actually. I'm not too upset about it. It's just, it's kind of finicky. But yes, the Diecast was a good one. I liked it. 10 other people liked it, which was cool. I was happy to get those kind of numbers on it. That seems to be the best video series. Like my Friday videos get anywhere between like 1 and I don't know 6 likes or whatever. Doesn't do crazy numbers, but the Diecast consistently gets good likes, gets good engagement, which is good. So it wasn't a total failure. Like that thing's given me so many headaches, but people like it. People tune in for those videos, so I can't complain. This guy keeps texting me. That's so funny. All right. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I gotta text him back after this stream. He did. He just texted me and he's like, I hope I didn't give you a heart attack. Like, yeah, you did. I put a lot of work into that car. Oh man, that was funny. Sort of funny. Now it's funny. Wasn't funny in the moment. But yeah, he got into the wall a little bit and tore this car up some. Oh, that's what I was saying. One of the big differences between this car and the original one that I made is the number on the passenger side. And you can see this from this decal set previous. It doesn't have the black outline on the actual car. I messed that up. Don't tell my buddy that I made the other car for. I wonder if he even noticed. Probably not. I just noticed when I was making these decals a couple weeks ago. I guess it was a couple months ago already. But yeah, don't tell him. Don't tell him. But this looks pretty good. Yeah, maybe I'll take my airbrush and I'll turn the pressure way down and just kind of color in some of these lighter spots with the dark black, and that should mask it a little bit better. But yeah, it looks pretty nice. All right, maybe I'm not going to do Cody's other car tonight because this is taking longer than I anticipated. This was the big piece that I was super worried about. But overall, I'm pretty pleased with it. Like I said, I'll go over it with the black and make it look perfect. But yeah, that looks pretty good. Oh, did we drop some frames? No. All right, so we'll put the contingencies on. We'll throw the jack arrow on. This piece goes down the rear fascia a little bit. We'll throw this on the corner. And then we'll do, you know what the heck, we'll just do everything. Then we'll wrap it up. We'll do like an hour 45. That'll be sufficient. Because I'm getting tired. And my computer is probably getting ready to... Oh, and the other thing too with Cody's cars is like, for every single one of them, I'm also doing the General tires. So I'm taking off the Goodyears, putting General on. And then the windshields, you got the Menards on the front glass and his name on the back glass. So these puppies are getting the full 100% treatment. They're going to be like exactly perfect to what the cars ran on track. And I just hope everybody likes them, because they're turning out really, really good. It's just taking me a long time to do them. So, yeah, I'm really pleased so far with the 13 or 14 that I've done. Dude, you don't even know. I'll either do a live stream where I just work on only your cars, or I'll do videos where I put them all together. But yeah, it's a lot of work. I wanted to get them right for you. So yeah, and the decals take me a decent amount of time, but I mean, they look pretty good. I can't complain about them. I've kind of gotten them down to a science now. I have this rear quarter panel. Like, you know that. I told you that. But at some point, I want you to autograph the real quarter panel. But you have to work on your autograph because I need some work. I'm looking at the poster thing that you signed over there at Michigan for me. And, the autograph, it needs some work. Got to get something nice. Something nice and scripty. Especially if you're going to be famous. And you got to put it on the name rail. I should be I'll be your PR guy. You draw smileys now? Aw, jeez. That's funny. Smileys. At least, do you do like... Here, hold on. It's got to be at least like CD with a smiley or something. I don't think I have a piece of paper. Let me look. Yeah, it's got to be something. Got to be something like. That's like. Like, I don't know, like C, like CD, but then this is a smiley, right? Or CD, and that's your smiley. Something stupid like that. Or you could just do it all in one, like that. And then that's your smiley. I don't know. I couldn't come up with a cool signature. Well, I have a signature for like banking and important documents and stuff, but it'd be hard to write it over and over again. Repeatability, that's the hardest thing. Of course, after like 20 years of signing autographs and stuff, you probably get it down pretty good for most of the drivers. So this is kind of a fun piece to the car, because when you put it in the wall, it kind of like, with these composite Xfinity bodies, they crush in a little bit, but then they bounce right back out to their previous shape. So it kind of crushed in over the TV panel ever so slightly. So that's a fun little part of this car. Yeah, something like that. Ooh, that's hard to see without light. Oh my gosh, I've been streaming this whole time without my other light on. Oh, what an idiot. I'm so stupid. Why didn't you guys tell me? Now look at that. Look at how much brighter it is. All right, so yeah. See how like on the TV panel, it kind of, the wall mark came onto the TV panel ever so slightly. So I added that, which looks pretty cool. Pretty happy with that. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I haven't been streaming. I am not a pro. Yeah, okay. I don't even I'm not a pro by any means. Like I just figured out how to do a screen capture, because I use OBS to stream. I don't know what you use. But yeah, OBS, and I just learned how to screen capture. So like, if I wanted to switch over to this, boom, there's my other screen. And I figured out how to add an image. Like, we're getting there. These are small incremental steps. Well, these are pretty big steps for me, but we're getting there. Well, now it's a lot brighter. Now you can see all of everything. Oh, I can't believe it. I was wondering why it was so difficult for me to look at the details. Oh, silly shenanigans. No, far from a pro. Far from a pro. One day. Maybe one day. But yeah, we only have 3 more decals to put on this car. And I think I'll probably call it. Maybe I'll do Cody's car. But you got to get ready for your stream. You never start on time though. You always say 10 and then it'll be like 10:30 before you start. You got like a 45-minute intro. It's funny. You just keep adding to the intro. It gets longer and longer and longer. Cracks me up. I do like that you stream on Rumble though, because I have Rumble Premium for Crowder, and there's no ads on there. But whenever I want to chat, I have to do it on YouTube because my Rumble username is different. It's different than my YouTube username. But I don't think you typically have ads on your streams, even on the replays. I don't think, because I'll have to catch up a lot of times on replays and stuff. I don't even know if I'm Jeez. Well, good, then we'll just have to like figure out that if you're streaming at 10, then I'll probably hop on at like 10:45, and then you'll just be getting your intro, like your welcomes in, saying hi to everybody in the chat at like 10:45. I turned them off. Super chats are enough to make. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You do get some good support from your community, which is cool to see. Obviously, like, it's your full-time job, so it's important as well, but it's also nice that you have built a good community around you with quality people that obviously support you, which is nice. I try to support you with Diecast. I know it's not the same, it's a little different, but I try to help out. I know I still ask for a little bit money for them, but I got a spreadsheet, and let's just say your cars are pretty much like zeroed out for me. Like, I don't charge you any more than what I have in them. Like, literally nothing more than I have in them. So you've been good to me, and I figured I'd reciprocate that a little bit. So yeah, try to help you out. Plus, I know, money's tight on the racing side. Racing is not cheap. I am not a racer, but I've been around it long enough to understand that. Let's see. Okay. Even though your cars probably caused me the most headaches, just with the wraps. I do hate the wraps, but it's all right. Yeah, I'm not. That's the first negative comment I got, but it's not that big of a deal. I wanted to say something sarcastic in response, but it's probably best that I just let it ride. So yeah, I just kind of let it go. It's not that big of a deal. And I know people out there just they just hate themselves, and that's why they do this stuff online, because they think that it's, I don't know, they think that it's good for their mental health to go scream at people online. Which, if they ever saw you in person, they would never say any of that. So, yeah, it's a very strange dynamic the online world has brought in the last, and I mean, really, it's only been the last probably 10 years, probably since 2015, 2016 is when it all started to get really, really bad. Like, I miss the old internet days where the YouTube videos, like the most viewed or the most liked would be the best in the algorithm. There weren't algorithms. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Which is a strange concept too, in and of itself. Like, I know you've said this multiple times, but like people don't think that it's real life necessarily. They kind of just see it as like a show or something, or a sporting event, or something that's, I guess, not real. So they get caught up in it and they think that they're, I don't know, more important than they actually are or something. I don't know. I mentioned this a couple streams ago, but it's like the people that say we when they talk about like their sports team. Like, if I go to a race and I'm there in your pit box or whatever, supporting you, and I say, we got a top 10 today. Like, I didn't do anything. I didn't put tires on the car. I didn't take the tear off the windshield. Like, I didn't do anything for you guys. So I shouldn't say we. I just find that funny when people will go to sporting events or whatever and they'll be like, we won the game. Like, well, no, you were yelling and screaming and being supportive as a fan, but you didn't actually pick up the ball. You didn't actually, do anything like that. So I don't know. The people on the internet, it's kind of the same thing. Like, you talk about the parasocial relationship. Yeah, it is a weird concept. But that's why I think it's cool that, like, we've met in person. So I feel like there's a little bit more there than, somebody that I've never met in person, talking to them on the internet. And again, I will say this, and I've said it multiple times before, it's still kind of weird to me that I'm just in my basement talking to my computer screen. Like, obviously I don't have a face camera or anything like that. I'm just showing you what my hands are doing with the cars, but I'm just talking to text on the screen, and it's a super strange concept. And that's how a lot of, like, interactions with people are these days. A lot of people don't really call each other, they'll just text each other. And so most of the time you're just looking at words on a screen when there's actually a person behind it. So, yeah, not to get like too deep into the parasocial like exchange between people, but yeah, it's a very strange digital world that we're in. And that's why I don't really do a whole lot online. I mean, you've probably seen most of my tweets. They're just about my videos and stuff. Like, I mainly use Twitter for that and to DM people and get in contact about cars and stuff. So it's not like, I don't know, I don't comment on many videos. I don't like many posts or anything like that. Live? He did it live? Oh man, should we pull it up? Let's see if I can crash my computer. I'm gonna crash my computer, but it might be worth it. It's not the subscription-based one, is it? Because I think he goes behind a paywall at some point during his show. Did he do it during the free portion? I'm gonna start dropping frames here in a second. My laptop is oh man. It's struggling. All right, let's see. Is he live right now? Is it the Timcast IRL? Oh yeah, it says that. 20,000 watching. You know what? Will if I show his stream on my stream, will it get copywritten? I don't really know how that works. That or my stream is just gonna crash because my computer can't handle it. That's probably 1 hour, 40 minutes in. Okay. Well, this is cool. Nah. Alright. Skip the ads. One hour, 40 minutes in. Oh wait, there it is. I just saw it. No, I lost it. My computer's so slow. I'll figure it out. Hold on. See, it doesn't give me a timestamp. Also, my computer's just absolutely... Oh yeah, see, now I'm not getting I got the YouTube error. This might be the end of the stream, boys. This puppy's gonna crash. I don't know who that guy is, but he just shook that other guy's hand like he's leaving or something. It's over. My stream is gonna crash. How do we shut off the chat? All right, let's close that. See, this is what kind of quality content you're here for. Oh wait, there it is. All right. Oh my gosh, there it is. I might have to clip that. That's cool. Do you think he'll care if I use it on my stream or on a video or something? Well, I put the video out. I probably should have already done that. All right, let's see. Screen capture. Sweet.
I don't understand why Cody doesn't just do this, right? When you're coming up on the other car, you nudge their back and they just spin and then you win.
he just, oh, that's funny. I'm gonna get hit for that probably. I don't know how that all works, but that was really cool. He just advocated for Cody to wreck somebody. All right, well, that was really cool. I'm sure, Cody, you'll show it on your stream or whatever. It says I'm getting the YouTube error. It's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Yeah, I think I might just end it there. Now that we got to see that. That was cool. So... I think that'll be it, you know? We'll end it on a high note. That was neat. And I'll just work on this real quick off stream, get this car done, and call it a night. So, yeah, here was the car. It looks like my video's broken. My video looks like it's stuck on their stream. Oh, there we go. All right. Anyway, I think I'm going to end it because YouTube does not like whatever is going on right now. So, yeah, 39 car race version. We got tire marks on it. We got some wall scrapes on this side. Real cool. So, awesome. I'll join your stream here shortly. Thanks for joining, Cody. I appreciate the time that you took to hang out here. So thank you, and I'll I'll see you over on your stream. Thanks again, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.